Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ivan from PintadoTennisTraining, and here I am playing with my friend Miles from Milesaheadtennis as well. He's got his tennis business going on. He's a tennis coach, and we're just playing some points. And I want to guide you guys through my thought process in some of these points. We did a lot of practice points. Okay guys, so basically my thought process is I try to keep everything high percentage. So when the ball comes to my backhand, I want to go back in a backhand with him. So he's got a one-handed backhand, so I always like to pick on the one-handers, and I'm pretty comfortable with my two-hander. So I always feel like if I can stay cross-court consistently with somebody, unless their backhand is just unbelievable, I won't go down the line as much. But again, I want to get into the backhand rallies and try to break down my opponent's backhand. Now, Miles has a very good forehand, so I try to be a little bit more careful when I go to his forehand. This is the front view. This is the side that shows me on this side and then him on that side. But 5 minutes after, it will show him on the other side, and you'll see what I mean. He can really crank the forehand, so I try to stay away from his forehand whenever possible, just like that. So basically, for example, on this point, I try to go to his backhand, and then again, you can see that I'm trying to pick on the backhand side sometimes. Maybe I'll slice a couple down the line to his forehand. And again, I want to stay with the cross-court to cross-court. He hit a drop shot, but kind of missed it a little bit. Now again, forehand to forehand. But I probably don't want to stay on this pattern for too long. See, I missed the forehand there. A little late. Again, we start the point. He opens up with his forehand. And then he's dictating with the forehand, but unforced error. Now again, I'm trying to stick with my cross-court pattern. I try not to be too. I try not to make tennis so complex. And you guys will notice that when I do go cross-court, I'm not trying to aim too close to the lines, and that's simply because sometimes I have a bad habit of aiming too close to the line, so I'm trying to get myself to not aim too close to the lines. And so yeah, I just have to be conscious of missing wide. I don't like to miss wide too much, unless maybe I'm going for a short angle inside the court, but even then I try to avoid missing wide, and the only places that I really like to miss is maybe like deep and maybe in the net if I'm going after for like a winning shot. Also, too, the reason why I didn't go too much cross-court to cross-court, forehand to forehand, is because my forehand didn't feel too comfortable in this particular session. You can see I'm like trying to get my swing right, but my spacing was not right. In this hitting session, I noticed that I was getting too close. Sometimes my feet were a little bit too close to each other as well, and so I was catching a little bit late. So I didn't really want to get into the forehand to forehand battle as much. And yep. You can see that I would favor the backhand cross-court in these rallies a little bit more. So yeah, as soon as I get a chance, I try to go to the backhand side again. I missed that shot there. But yeah, basically just standard tennis here. Just simple, nothing complex. And there, he came in. And too good on the execution of the drop volley. Also, anytime he gave me a little bit of a short ball by me playing deep, I will try to attack and be aggressive and maybe look to come in. Because even though I like to stay steady from the... That was a nice shot. Even though I like to stay steady from the baseline, anytime I get a short ball, I will try to be more offensive and look to come in. And here it is from the other side. And you can see that his ball, he can hit a heavy ball on the forehand side when he has time. And also his feet are very active. I was actually noticing, not that I wasn't moving as much, but I actually liked perhaps the intensity of his footwork a little bit better than mine. And then that previous point, I didn't hit a good enough forehand volley, so I got past to the next one. He also hit a really good one-handed backhand passing shot, and I also didn't do enough on my approach. Here I used the slice to pull him off the court, and then kept opening up the court. Got the error. Yeah, it's not going to be anything too crazy out of the ordinary when it comes to my patterns. There he was working on his drop shot, and I didn't see it coming, so I wasn't running for some of his drop shots. And yep, you can see that he's trying to use his forehand. He didn't do enough with the approach, so he got passed. There he hit a really good play there. Very good play. On this point, he should have taken advantage of the show ball that he got after he blasted that forehand. He decided to roll the backhand cross court, but it didn't do enough, so I just decided to step into it. Here again, whenever he gets a show ball, he will go after it. So he's very comfortable going after his forehand. So again, whenever we play, I know that he's always going to hit good shots. My goal is just to try and win more points than he does, and maybe make him use his forehand in more uncomfortable spots and force him to make that shot over and over and over. Well guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Feel free to leave some feedback on my game. I'm currently working on my forehand a little bit more.
It's my
Thanks for watching.